This week on Silver Screen, we go behind the scenes of last weekend's drama competition,
take a look at potential prom restaurants,
and profile a rising star in the senior class.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
This weekend, drama students had the chance to compete in a drama competition called SDSTA. Sarah Emily Risch was there.
This Saturday, actors from all around South Carolina came together to compete in SCSTA, a competition for high school theater students and directors.
The South Carolina Speech and Theater Association, it's an organization that exists primarily for students to compete and get feedback on individual events and group events.
SCSTA was a lot of fun for me. It was my first year in high school. I went in middle school, but it was great. I met a lot of awesome people, and I actually made it to finals, so that was fun.
This is only my second year, but it's been pretty cool. The first time I went, I really felt like right at home. Like I felt like I could go up to anybody and just straight talk to them without it being no problem.
The competition ended in victory for the theater department at Dutch Fork.
We did really, really well. We brought home the most trophies. I think we brought home the most first places. We placed in all group categories, a first and 2 seconds, and we placed in various individual events too. So it was really, really successful.
Me and Darian Holdorf, we won first place in dramatic duet, which is a scene between two people, and it's like dramatic comparative to comedic, you know. And it was really cool. It was a good experience.
I entered in the audition monologue category, and I placed first in that category. And I was also a part of the musical theater piece we took, and we placed second in that.
Performers who participate in SCSTA yearly recommend all theater students to go to the competition, not only for the learning experience, but also because it brings young actors together around the state.
I think SCSTA brings actors together because SCSTA is not only theater, but speech, so you get to meet a bunch of different people with a bunch of different interests in the realm of theater, not just being on a stage dressed up in a costume.
Being able to go to one of those, kind of gatherings, those festival competitions situations is so much fun because you get to, meet other people from around the state that love doing what you love to do.
It's always about a learning experience. It's always about getting feedback, looking at that feedback, deciding if you want to take it or not, if you think it's valid, and then figuring out how to apply that. I mean, it's great to win. Winning is great. It makes you feel good about the work you've done, but at the end of the day, it's really about the work that you've done. And I hope that they can be proud of what they've done, because even the people who didn't place, no one did poorly. Everyone did a really good job, and I think they got really good feedback that they can grow from.
This has been Sarah Emily Risch with your Silver Screen Report.
On Saturday, the Axe Metro organization organized a 5K and 10K community run.
Is a fundraiser for the Axe Metro, which is a nonprofit organization in the Irmo community, and I think their motto is they help families that are in crisis.
Organizer Tad Mead was also a race participant.
I found it challenging. The course was kind of hilly, especially in the middle sections. It was well run, good community atmosphere, a couple of groups, obviously people have gotten teams together. I would encourage others who like to run in small community races. It would be an excellent race to run.
1 in 4 students in Lexington and Richland County lives at or below the poverty line. The Axe Metro organization uses the annual Empower Run to help these families in need. For more information about how you can help, visit axmetro.org.
With the school year coming to a close and college approaching, seniors' laziness begins to kick in. Lindsay Long takes a look at the disease known as senioritis.
As the senior class might know, senioritis is a disease that is spreading rapidly throughout the senior class.
Senioritis is a condition, I guess, where seniors kind of have decided that it's time to give up, sort of. They are looking so forward to graduation and for their college experience that they have a tendency to forget about high school.
Senioritis is when You become a senior, and near the end of the year, you start to slack off on homework. You don't study, you just kind of don't do anything.
Senioritis is the period of time after everybody receives their college letters when you know that nothing you do is worth anything since you've already achieved what it is you were meant to achieve.
There are various reasons for the spreading of senioritis which have a negative impact on the seniors.
I mean, speaking for myself, I'm doing pretty well, but other seniors, I guess they're just ready and tired of school and ready to get out. I mean, I know I am, but I mean, it shouldn't change your grades or anything.
I don't really consider it senioritis, but it's like now that I've been accepted to the colleges that I applied to, I know where I'm going to be going. I kind of understand that, you know, the grades I have in my classes now are okay, and that all I really need to do is just kind of coast the rest of the year, and I'll be good for the years after.
Senioritis affected me to be maybe slack off a little bit, or, you know, maybe not do my homework or anything.
Although senioritis is a strong disease to overcome, there are actions that seniors can take in order to improve it and try to end senior year successfully.
Do still try. You don't have to, you know, try as hard as you possibly can, but make sure that you're not going to fail all your classes, because that can still happen.
Well, I guess just don't think of it as your senior year, your last year. Just think of it as another year. Just keep pushing through and just try to do well your last year and keep that momentum through college.
This has been Lindsay Long with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is blight, a noun meaning a plague or disease.
Having depression isn't just a cry for attention or something someone can fake. China Wall sat down with some students and the school's psychologist to get an inside look at depression.
20% of teens in high school will experience depression, and there are multiple triggers for the condition.
I mean, anything can cause it. I mean, some people wake up feeling depressed if you're clinically depressed. Some people, they just have small episodes where something caused it, like somebody talking to them, saying something they read.
It can happen in many ways to teenagers. Death, stress, work.
Depression can come out about teenagers in many different ways. A lot of times it just comes out of nowhere and you don't know how it started.
Psychologist including Dutch Fork's Bill Sabotowicz says a person's biological makeup can make them prone to depression.
Sometimes what we find is there's an imbalance in the brain, and the kinds of things that normally happen that brings us pleasure and happiness, there's a depletion of those neurochemicals, and so even little things can make us depressed.
Depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain. It's really not what a lot of people think it is. It's not about getting attention. It's not about not wanting to be around people. It's really just, you can't honestly help it.
While depression can be explained with chemistry, the experience of depression is unique to each person.
Depression feels like it's not sadness at all. You kind of feel isolated, as if you're locked in a box.
You're alone or you're lonely. Sometimes you don't feel anything. Like you're empty or you're numb to everything around you.
It's a void. You don't really feel like you're dead to the world, but you're not technically in the world.
Watching one of your friends go through depression can be hard for some, but there are ways to help them.
You talk with them, you try to get engaged with them.
If you're friends with somebody who has depression, be there, support them. They may not want to talk about what's going on, but as long as you're there to listen, then that can help a lot in ways that you just don't understand.
Help them by trying to talk to them or try to do things to uplift them.
This has been China Walls with your Silver Screen Report.
Here at Dutch Fork, we have plenty of talented students ranging from fashion designers to dancers and musicians. This week, Malik Brazil raps along with seniors Miles Rauch. Here's the story.
Senior Miles Rauch, also known as Mills Davis, is a hardworking student who spends his free time expressing his talent through producing videos and creating lyrics.
I'm a rapper, I'm a producer, I'm a sound engineer, I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer.
It all goes back to when he was born. I named him Miles Davis, thinking that he would be something in the music industry. And from that point, you know, when he got to be a preteen, he started doing his rapping in his room and writing lyrics. And he built his first studio in his closet.
The inspiration that Mills shows in his work comes from his all-time favorites in the music industry.
Nas, Kanye West, Rakim, just some of my favorite rappers. Just listening to them was like, you know what I'm saying, and then studying music, that made me like want to like do it. So I just tried it, and then ever since then I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Been real diligent about it, reading a lot of books on different artists and getting a lot of background information on what it took for them to be successful.
Like, my biggest inspiration is Kanye West. So like, I look up to everything he does and everything he's doing. So anything you see him doing is what I want to do.
Mills is working on his third mixtape, Unanswered Prayers, that is expected to release this May.
This new project is called Unanswered Prayers, and it started off with the single that I dropped, Vibes. That was a song that kind of started the process, and it basically started off as like a breakup project. It's crazy. I don't even want to talk about it.
We kind of like coach each other. We just like, okay, you know, you off, okay, you this, you that. And then we kind of like, you know, just go from there. We work together as a team.
Currently, as I'm working on Unanswered Prayers, I got around me Malik, aka Shaboy MB, my brother Dez, he's a part of basically every song on the project, and Nazari.
Mills hopes to be a household name in the very near future.
I told him, don't stop till you have a hit. Just keep pushing straight to the top.
You know, I just want to do everything. I want to be a rapper. I want to do film. I want to do photography. I want to do it all. I want to do fashion. I want to do it all.
I see him walking on the red carpet, possibly earning a Grammy for his work, and, you know, attending lots of events.
This has been Malik Brazil with your Silver Screen Report.
Emotions like an addiction, my feelings on Amy Wine.
Promise tomorrow night, and we hope you're as excited as we are. But where's a good place to eat downtown? With prom coming up tomorrow night, we're going to give you a rundown of places to eat near the convention center. Some of these do require reservations, so just be careful which you choose. To top off the list, the Oak Table, located on the corner of Main Gervais Street, an American cuisine that serves from SC sea bass to certified Angus beef. The prices on the menu range from $10 to $35. They open at 5 and close at 11. Next up, the Blue Marlin on Lincoln Street. These low country flavors can't be ignored. Only a few blocks from the convention center, even though it's a little pricey, this restaurant is a perfect choice for any event. Next, Colas Restaurant, an upscale American restaurant featuring from seafood to American, prices ranging from $9 to $39. Lastly, California Dreaming. On Main Street, the restaurant contains famous seafood, steaks, ribs, and even nachos. Prices start at $4.95 and range up to $26. But dinner wouldn't be complete without dessert. Kaminsky's is perfect for all your post-prom dessert needs. Be sure to stop by and grab some of these signature milkshakes.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their prom restaurant preferences.
I would probably go to Red Robin. Probably just something to eat, and you can sit down there.
Probably California Dreaming, because it's a nice restaurant and has really good food.
I would go to Taco Bell because I love their Doritos Locos Tacos because they're so cheesy and delicious.
Olive Garden, because it's the best establishment in America.
Have you heard about the Bull Street renovation project?
Yeah, Trey Martin checks out its first development, Spirit Communications Park.
Last Thursday, the City of Columbia welcomed the new single-A baseball team, the Columbia Fireflies. I was able to get an exclusive tour of the new Spirit Communications Park.
This ballpark and this creation of the Bull Street Foundation, the Bull Street Project, this ballpark in itself is going to be a huge stepping stone in revitalizing this city. There's going to be a bit of new life here. Spirit Communications Park brings baseball back to Columbia, South Carolina, minor league baseball, for the first time since 2004 when they were the Capital City Bombers. The franchise here in Columbia is in place now of the Savannah Sand Gnats, which was in the South Atlantic League last year. This stadium can hold 10,000 people, including standing room. There's actually a cool element behind home plate. You're closer to home plate than the pitcher is. Bermuda grass layout here. Yeah, this is the Mason Jar Teen Store, named after the concept of the Firefly. Pretty much any type of t-shirt, baseball cap, pretty much anything here that you have an interest in. Mini bats, it is all here at the Team Store. This is the common meeting place for our 16 luxury suites here at Spirit Communications. Really an awesome viewing section. The beauty of these suites is you have this indoor portion. You have a sliding door. This sliding door can open up and you can hear the sounds, get the smells of the park while still being inside, and you have your AC going if it's getting a little chilly. This just went up in mid-March. You'll see this video board rocking with intro videos, in between inning hype videos, on the field promotions will get taped up here. We'll have the official line score. This one I think will wow you because of the video production effort that goes into this. This is going to be more than just a baseball experience. Anyone can come to this place and feel comfortable, have themselves a good time, and it really should be a nice way for everyone to come together and come to appreciate not just the game of baseball being back in the city of Columbia, but maybe give this city something to look forward to, and it's just the beginning of this Bull Street project.
Signing out from Spirit Communications Park, I'm Trey Martin with your Silver Screen Report.
And now for some announcements. A free IT camp will be offered for students in grades 7 through 11 tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Email lexridge5itcamp@gmail.com for more information. Parking Pass sign up will be next week during all lunches. Rising seniors, sign up and pay $50. Rising juniors, sign up and you'll pay later. You must be debt-free to sign up for a Parking Pass. Now here's Thomas with more.
Thanks, Sam. The Media Center is sponsoring a poetry contest each week in April. This week's contest is to create a blackout poem. This week's poems are due today, and winners will receive $25. Check out the scrolling announcements or the Media Center's Edmodo feed for more details. Prom is tomorrow night at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center from 7:30 until 11:30. See your information sheet for more details about parking, pictures, and prom rules. Thanks for watching. Have a safe and fun prom tomorrow night. We'll see you next Friday. No, I can't do this. Y'all are...
I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, just do it like
Here you got my name.
Here at Dutch Fork, we have plenty of talented students raging.
Rage.
Rage.